Hello and welcome to supernaturalspirit.org, the YouTube channel for the Supernatural Spirit Magic School, part of the Tim Tony Stark Rifat school and network of websites for how to learn the unified magic system. Today we're in central London. A bit of background noise, but I think it will be fine today, and we're going to do something a little different from the standard discussion about the unified magic system. Why? Well, simply because I bumped into someone in the street who, Indian woman dressed in a sari, really pushing chakras and chakra books on me. I'm like, this is all bad news, the chakras. So, but she was very insistent. So I thought, well, if this is going on, probably the point in time to start speaking about chakras. So if you really like chakras and aren't interested in discussing the downside of chakras, then you probably want to watch a different video about probably the magic kit and things like that, and then when you're ready, come back to this video and hear about the dangers of chakras, and indeed the dangers of parasites in general. So there you go, we've covered that point. So let's start with parasites. Parasites are all around us. They're the dark energy matter parasites, and we can't see them. Well, some people can, but in general the normal human cannot see these parasites. So what we think of parasites are things like worms and bugs and things we swallow, or things that get into your pets, and those sorts of parasites that just suck the energy out of you, suck the life out of you. Now those exist in the interdimensional world as well, and I'm actually now surrounded by pigeons who are, you know, not exactly the seagulls of the bird world, are they? So you can see, and this one does not look very healthy. Anyway, I digress. Parasites are nasty, 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 and very, very bad for you. You want to watch some movies about parasites, get some ideas about parasites. Alien is probably the best of the best, and you will have seen them. And there's a new thing out on Netflix which is really interesting. I enjoyed it. It's Another Life, and it's all about traveling through space, and indeed it's about parasites. So that's well worth a watch. So you're going to have loads and loads of visuals in the film world about how parasites destroy the human at various degrees. Now what we've seen with the 32 videos from Tim Tony Stark Rifat on the unified magic system, he's explained how parasites are all around. They're just floating around here and there, and they attach onto the individual. And this is all written about in Carlos Castaneda's book, The Active Side of Infinity, the chapter on mud shadows. So the mud shadow is that big parasite that latches onto the top of your skull, inside your skull, and then starts feeding off you. You can see pictures of that in the Fifth Wave, for example. There's a big green one on the skull. Now, why I'm going on about parasites is because when you're born effectively without a parasite on you. But if you want a visual, think of when the umbilical cord is snipped, pop, the parasite pops onto the baby, and he's parasitized, unfortunately, or she. And then that is the parasite that stays with you throughout your lifetime. They can build on each other, and you get multiple parasites in you, and it's seriously nasty stuff. In fact, if I digress, I went to one of the Dr. Michael Mosley shows. He does shows on health and well-being, things like that. You know, interesting fellow. But one of the things he did, because he worked with the BBC, he had or maybe probably still does, and he wanted to eat a parasite. So he ate some sort of, I guess it was a tapeworm or a worm or something. Anyway, super gross. Ate it, and then he ate a small camera. I swallowed a small camera, went into his gut, and then watched his parasite move around, and eventually goes through his body. But it's gross, and but parasites are just disgusting, and you don't want them. You don't want to be encouraging them. And what we don't realize is that the chakras and the 7 chakra points, those are entry points for the parasite into your body. Now, I've seen how the dramatic changes. If you can remove those parasites, those chakra parasites from your body, the dramatic change that happens in an individual. Because Angelic Annie, she's had that happen to her, hasn't she? She studied chakras. She powered up her chakras by concentration, meditation, thinking about the various areas of chakras, and working on them. But it kind of messed up her life. And I don't know Annie for years and years and years. I only know her recently. But I do know the before and the after. And the Annie after the Chakra Rescue Service is fantastic. Emergency services to the rescue, Chakra Rescue Service. So, okay, they've gone now. So Annie is a dramatically changed woman because of the Chakra Rescue Service. It's amazing. So if you have been studying chakras for a long time, or if you do a 1 month session or a 2 month session, or throughout your life you're constantly focusing on your chakras, then it's well worth getting the Chakra Rescue Service to rip the parasites out of you, lock them out, and that's what Tim does. You will have seen it in the video where Tim did it. And it takes a lot of work, because you have to go well back into your past and the old time of you when you were doing the chakras and powering up the parasites and ripping them out. So therefore the Chakra Rescue Service is the thing for you. And imagine there are very, very, very few people who have been deloused, if you like, have all the parasites removed out of them thanks to the Chakra Rescue Service. I'll just read a bit from the Chakra Rescue Service, because it explains things quite nicely. Interlude. So we'll just wait. So we're in downtown London near Leicester Square. A bit noisy, but it's nice here. I have to meet some people later on. I think it's done. Good. Okay. Continuing. So, the Chakra Rescue Service removes the 7 chakras and the 7 chakra parasites from you. So, the chakras are a barbed point of the insectile parasite that burrows into you as a baby when you're born, and then feeds off you. And indeed, there are just zillions of these bloody parasites, excuse my French, feeding off humanity. So they burrow in, they lock inside you, and you read about it in The Active Side of Infinity with from Carlos Castaneda, where the Mud Shadow chapter is. These barbs, they rupture the energy body of the human and make the chakra vortices holes into the body. Then they pin the human in space-like scalar to the matrix. So they pin the biophysical soul body into the middle place, so you are eternally well, tortured after death. Not nice. So meditating on the chakras, fuse your awareness with the parasite, so you can never escape. And that's really the big deal, because if you're fusing your awareness with the parasite, then well, you're in big trouble. And who is going to be able to do this removal for you? Well, it's only Tim Tony Stark Rifat. And it is clear as day that chakras are a very bad habit to get into. Concentrating on your chakras, feeding your chakras. So, if it's so bad, and we already find animal parasites disgusting, and microbiological parasites disgusting, but interdimensional parasites are way up the scale of being gross and extraordinarily bad for you. But they do work in teams, and they do gang up on you, and they do try and keep you from removing them. You know, they're active players. They have hierarchies. So what I'm saying is, if you feel like you have spent a lot of time on your chakras, and you're at the point in your life where you're ready to get them removed, and you've gone through the thought process, it's well worth doing. I've seen a dramatic change in Angelic Annie, and really this is more of a public service video, because it's going to be great for you, and I would highly recommend the Chakra Rescue Service. So this was a special on parasites. It does diverge from the magic school in the sense that we're not talking about the magic kit or the magic seminars, but I think it's an important message because a lot of people have focused on the chakras, and now you have a method to remove those chakra parasites from your body, remove parasites from your body, and that's a really good thing, and it's well worth you knowing. So on that note, thank you for listening to this special edition. My name's St. Nicholas, and bye for now. I'm St. Nicholas, and you've been watching SupernaturalSpirit.org, the home of the Supernatural Spirit Magic Kit, and the location to learn everything you need to know about magic, all constructed by the obsessionist Tim Tony Stark Rifat. Learn magic, learn power, learn total freedom with Tim Tony Stark Rifat and his Supernatural.org Magic School System. Bye for now.